In terms of interviews, there are two stages. There's the pre-interview stage, the preparation stage, which is really, really important, and then there's the interview itself. The preparation stage is all about understanding what firm you're going to, understanding what the interview format, what the firm says about that interview format, what will happen on the day, the written test or the assessment, whatever it might be. You need to be prepared for it, and you need to be aware of what will happen. The other thing is, grab a copy of your application form, for us, your CV or covering letter, reread it. It's amazing how many people don't reread and don't even bring a copy of their CV with them. So when we say to them, you mentioned this, it kind of comes as a surprise in a way. The third thing on preparation is just know about the firm. Know what they do, what they get up to. Know about really, not just factually what they do, but the reasons that you're applying to them. Now you will know that. When you applied, you will know that. But again, refresh your mind. Think about why are you applying to law? Likely questions that will come up. Why are you thinking about doing commercial law? Why law at all? And why this particular firm? Which other firms have you thought about? Which other careers have you thought about? If you can give the answers to those questions in a considered and thoughtful way, that will be persuasive. Giving personal examples, not just off-the-pat answers, oh, it's great, I want to be involved in really big transactions, but why actually does that make a difference to you? Why is being involved in a big transaction something exciting for you? Your personal experience, your personal understanding of it. And then when you actually get to interview, there are 2 or 3 golden rules. Firstly, relax as much as you can. Now we know that people will be nervous and we try and put them at their ease, but remember one thing, when we interview people, we actually would like them to get a job. We are on your side. We're trying to draw out of you the things that we want to talk about, the things that you want to talk about as well. So feel confident. Feel confident, but not overconfident. So it's about humility, it's about curiosity, it's about saying, I don't quite know the answer to that question, but actually when I think about it, X, Y, and Z comes to mind. Never say just a flat no, I just can't think of anything. Absolutely intelligent people who can come up with some idea of what springs to mind in a certain situation. And then at the end of the interview, certainly for us, be prepared to ask some questions. This is a potentially 2-year, actually for us with retention rates of 90-95%, it's a longer commitment. We'd like you to stay for the long term. So if you have no questions at all for us in interview, we find that deeply surprising. And remember, it's not questions to make you look good. You don't need to ask us things which you pretty much have no interest in, the Legal Services Act or whatever it might be. But it's things that will help you in making the decision about whether you want to come to us or whatever firm it is for at least 2 years. And the last thing is, stay focused during those questions. Once you've asked a question, sometimes you zone off, but stay focused and stay interested. Keep your answers focused as well as much as possible. If you don't understand a question, ask again. I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand what you were driving at in that question. Could you possibly ask it again? There is no embarrassment in that. Just as there's no embarrassment in taking some time in interview to answer questions. Pause, gather your thoughts, consider, and then come out with an answer.